Hi, I'm Mrs. Hare. I'm in charge of FCCLA, and today we're running the blood drive.
Blow what?
I do the blood drive because we are donating blood to save lives, and my FCCLA students get scholarships. A personal story for me, when I was having my daughter 2 years ago, when I gave birth, I lost so much blood that I had to have 2 blood transfusions. And all that blood came from the Arkansas Blood Institute. So if we didn't have a blood drive like this,
Why does it keep sounding like blow?
I wouldn't be alive today. I really enjoy getting to see my students come in and just give selflessly. They're volunteering their time and their blood just to save another life. Give blood!
So you might be wondering what the heck is happening. Well, let me inform you.
Rumors that set social media on fire last week. A Bryant teacher accused of sexual misconduct with a student led to her being fired and left a community in shock. This morning, 32-year-old Heather Hare was arrested and now faces a charge of sexual assault.
I just heard it from a lot of friends and social media, and I think it's pretty crazy. I wouldn't expect that to happen around here.
Something has to be done because it's going on all over. I'm from another state. I just moved here, but it's happening all over.
All I'm trying to say with this video, ladies and gentlemen, these days, you have to be very careful because a lot of people think it's the human right to have access to certain kids.
I went on a date last night and the guy said something so offensive that I got up and walked out in the middle of the date. I've actually never done that before. Like, I've never just fully stood up and left and said, leave me alone in the middle of a date. But there's a first time for everything. I still can't fully believe that this happened. So we went to go get drinks and appetizers. And this all happened at like minute 24. So we had drinks but no food. We'd like just started talking. I knew pretty early on in the date that I wasn't that into him, but I still try to keep an open mind if I go on a date and like within the first 10 minutes I'm like, this is probably not someone I would date. Because you never know. Sometimes people are just nervous and they take a second to open up.
Wow, a lady that understands men.
Generally speaking, I just was not feeling it. But we're just making conversation and we start talking about like what we like to do on the weekends. And he's like, oh, I like to go to church. And he says, you're Jewish, right? Because on my profile where we matched, it said that I'm Jewish because I am. But he said it really loudly and we were in public. He was like, oh, you're Jewish, right?
The fuck is wrong with you?
So this person saw that you were a Jew and decided to say, hey, you're a Jew. It's so stupid. It's funny. I'm like, I don't know what the heck is happening with this planet.
And just generally, with the culture of how things are right now, I don't tend to like scream that I'm Jewish in public places because people are insane. So I kind of made a joke and was like, I am, but I don't tend to like scream it in public places. Very lighthearted, just kind of poking fun at the fact that he had like said it quite loudly. He proceeded to spew the most anti-Semitic, offensive bullshit I've ever heard in my life. Like in this monologue, the phrase, I would be embarrassed to be a Jew came out of his mouth. So I don't really know where he got the audacity or why he went out with me if he hates Jewish people because he literally knew that I was Jewish, or if he just wanted an opportunity to say a bunch of anti-Semitic bullshit to a Jewish person. Not really sure what he was getting at there, but I got up and left because I have zero tolerance for that. So that was a first. As I was walking away, he was like, let me know if you want to play pickleball sometime.
You're just thirsty, bitch. Go drink you some water.
I was like, what part of me, like literally leaving this date 27 minutes in makes you think that I want to play pickleball with you?
This is a side-op. Do you still want to date me? But don't be a Jew. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Okay, maybe it's fake. Okay, but let's just assume it might be true. Because it might be true.
How did this happen? I didn't even know about this sport 2 months ago. Look at me now.
Like, actually go f yourself. So yeah, I don't even know what to say. Normally my stories have some kind of lesson at the end where I'm like, but then I learned, but I'm like just really angry about this.
Well, I have 2 things to say. She has very beautiful black eyes and I got 7 fake eyes. And to be safe, don't say you're a Jew in the app. Or maybe it is a better filter and be sure you're dating a Jew. Being a single mom is making your own birthday cake on your birthday so that your babies can feel happy they are singing to you. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why the internet is amazing.
So I've been sent this video a lot over the last few days. People asking my thoughts and my comments on it. And before anyone says, oh, you don't know her situation or, you don't know what she's going through, well, I do, because I lived it. I'm her ex-husband, and right now I have full custody of our kid. This is our parent agreement. As you can see, I have all weekdays and weekends, time sharing with the kids, all holiday academic breaks. And for her to get any rights back to the kids, these are the things that she needs to do. And yes, child support, she owes that. It's up to over $21,000. So she's a mother, and doesn't pay child support. She was then arrested for check fraud, and during that hearing, it turned out that it was found that she stole almost $1 million from another guy. And also she faked cancer in the past. These are scans that she would send and post on her page before. This person, for people that follow her, are giving her praise and telling her how strong and how, amazing she's doing. Well, she's really not a full-time mom. She barely has her kid. She goes out all the time, and she doesn't even have a job even. So she just really not someone that other single moms should really be looking towards as for inspiration or anything like that. There are a lot of, hardworking single moms out there, and a lot of respect to them. All I just want to say is she just isn't one of them.
But the fact that she went online to get sympathy when you're not doing a great job, I think internet is very bad for certain people.
Slay! Coming from someone who used to work in a daycare, why are you having kids if you don't parent your kids? Some of these parents would come in and drop their kids off at 6 a.m. when we'd open and pick their kids up at 8 p.m. when we close.
Yes, you did.
And their kid would call me their father because their mom and dad were so non-existent in their life. They'd call the teacher's mom because the parents just would take them home, they'd take a bath, and they'd go to bed.
You're a demon.
I'm not saying that daycare is bad. I'm just saying don't drop off your kid all day and do nothing with them and then ask us why aren't we open on the weekends because you want to drop your kid off 24/7. I feel like that's a little crazy. I feel like you should be able to parent your own children.
What's wrong with you?
It feels like you're treating your kid like a pet almost. Like you wanted them in that exact moment, but then things got difficult. You had to do your job. So you hand them an iPad, you drive them to daycare, and you tell them bye. And you have no idea how much this kid talks about you when you're gone. Your kid could literally be like, oh, my mom plays on her phone all day, but it's okay, I still love her. I've had conversations with like 4-year-olds like that before. It's crazy what they believe. And it's actually so sad that you leave them like that. Like, you have to parent your kids. You can't just drop them off at daycare 24/7.
The fact that certain people believe they have a human right more than their own kid, and they can just actually tell their own kid, no, blah, get away. Casi.
¿Por qué tanto?
¿Cómo que por qué tanto? Yo tengo que hacer mi video. I'm the type of parents that moms keeps telling me you actually enjoy your kid. And if you need a daycare to help you on a Saturday because you need a day off, maybe you're not doing the best. And before you blame that your kids are different, maybe your kid is eating your stress and they're reflecting what you are.
Did you just call me a what?
Harrison Dia, General Assistance and Social Services. 90 to 95% of our clients are new minors. And so they're coming in, they're going into housing that they haven't been in necessarily. So we have to teach them how to, put the heat down when you're leaving the apartment. Not opening the window when it's too hot, but reducing the heat. Talking to your landlord first before, you're calling us. Things like that.
Westbrook city official admits that 90% to 95% of his city's welfare recipients are illegals. So in other words, I thought welfare was going mainly to women, and now it has transitions to illegals? The new protective class? Wow.
Nice, beautiful tennis. And mind you, when we say gentrification, there's no black people over there. Look, we grew up, boy, Richmond, California. I'm in Richmond, California right now. And everybody behind me playing tennis is not black. Real talk, that's fact.
Yeah, facts, bro. Black people don't like tennis.
And it's all love, man, because at the end of the day, it is what it is, bro. But this is what happened. All these houses, man.
Disgusting, man. No crime. You are in a neighborhood where people like to play tennis. Tennis. I've never seen a proud black man be like, I like tennis.
We're NATO aircrew. Of course we're always on time. We are NATO aircrew. Of course we use a lot of acronyms. We're NATO aircrew. Of course our hair is always messy.
We are NATO aircrew. Of course we love following procedures.
We're NATO aircrew. Of course our watch is set to Zulu time.
We're NATO aircrew. Of course we keep extra barf bags for when our students get sick.
We're NATO aircrew. If they fail, I will always be blamed. But I'm a minority and I'm disabled, so I'm not the first choice. But I'm still a choice. Until they found out I'm a Christian.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam. Durlo que ta verdetta welcome.